AFTV Picks, the new exclusive free-to-play betting tool app for football fans everywhere. Every week, test your skills and knowledge against Robbie and the AFTV fans and stand to win prizes and cash. And wait for it, it's all free. Hi and welcome along to AFTV. We are getting ready for the big game tonight. It's Arsenal yet again taking on Southampton, this time in the Premier League, and we're all waiting on the starting 11. At the weekend, a lot of people in this room are very disappointed with that starting 11. We're hoping that this is going to be a much better starting 11. One person who won't be playing is Aubameyang. It's going to be missing again, Lee.
Yeah, don't know what's gone on there, really, keeping that an issue. Sometimes if it was a bereavement or something like that, they'd say bereavement, wouldn't they? But like on a family or whatever, but they're saying an issue, so it could be anything. So I think that's why Martinelli come off. I think a few people were giving Arteta a bit of a going over on,
including you.
Yeah, including me. You know, I'm not his favourite at the moment. But I think that's why Martinelli come off. Well, I'm hoping it is, because I think I want to see Martinelli playing tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if Aubameyang doesn't start, right? Do you put Martinelli down the middle, or would you go Lacazette down the middle,
Martinelli, Lacazette, Saka. That's the front three I want to see. If I see Pepe, or even worse, Willie, I'm out of it.
Willian starting,
Exit door, shut on the way out.
Willian cannot start, you know what I mean? Because if Willian starts...
Well, I'm surprised if he's in goal anyway.
He can't start. He can't. So, I mean, James, he can't start, can he?
Stats?
What for?
Well, no, I'm with you. I wouldn't start him, but he might, because we've potentially got a problem at left back. Tierney's had a late test. We don't know if he's fit.
That's the other one. Tierney could be out.
So Saka might have to play left back, and then that
right
wing is up for grabs, isn't it?
I guess if that was the case, and say we had to put Saka to the left back position, then Pepe out of the three. Me personally, none of those guys out of El Neni, Nketiah, Pepe or Willian, for me, they're guys now on the bench. They proved that at the weekend.
You're right. If Tierney's not fit, then Saka's got to go in at left back. And
which would be a shame, because we then
we've got to get the right balance on that side, and that could leave. Oh my God, Pepe or Willie to come in,
Although you could bring in Maitland-Niles there if that was a problem.
That's true, Ainsley, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Ty? How are you feeling?
Well, first of all, disappointed that Pierre's not here, and Lee's talking about bereavement. All I can really say on the personal issue is that you never know what personal issue it is, and everyone's personal issue is different. Unfortunately, it's something that's taken him out of the team, and I just wish him and his family the best, because it's bad enough to keep him out of the team. So how serious it is, we don't know. I just wish him and his family the best, because the thing is, everyone has their profession and no one wants to be kept away from it. So,
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't want to be missing games, but
exactly.
It'll be a big blow, innit?
It will be a big blow. Listen, but if I'm honest, it's a shame, because he's been in scoring form recently, so it's probably the worst time for him to come out of the team. But I think Lacazette can hold that front line. If I'm honest, I think he's also been on form as well, and I happily see him hold the front. You right there?
No,
what, you think Lacazette's been alright? Well, you don't agree?
Lacazette,
I agree.
Lacazette couldn't hold up a bank.
Oh, Lee.
All right, we'll put Eddie in there, right? He can hold up.
I think we saw the other day that Lacazette was missed, because he is a guy. He is a guy can hold the ball up, and basically on the weekend, the ball was just bouncing off Eddie.
Exactly.
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 He was just coming up to Eddie, and it was just bouncing off of him.
Yeah.
Let's see if we got DT. We got DT there.
No.
Oh, that's it on the screen. They're going to try.
That's good news.
All right, we'll keep on.
Things are looking up.
But yeah, you know, the team is going to be out in about 5 minutes' time, and it's going to be really interesting what that team is going to be. Really, really interesting.
I've got a good feeling about today. I'm going to be honest. I'm saying 2-0 early doors right now to Arsenal. I don't know what it is.
He said this before the Everton.
I did. We did. Remember, I had a feeling the juices, the air, you know what I mean, the organisms that I've been breathing in and all that. 2-0. But until I see the 11, it may change.
All right, we got DT up. How you doing, bro?
I'm all right, and don't think I wasn't listening to what Judges just said. You full idiot.
Oh, I lost him.
Oh, we lost connection. Damn.
No connection lost here. The only thing lost is your
twins.
Oh yeah, we got the same top on. What's going on?
Hey, it's Father and Sunday.
All right, so listen, what about you, the team?
Well, Aubameyang's definitely not starting or there or involved at all. So I think that Martinelli will have to go on that left-hand side. Lacazette up front, Emil Smith-Rowe in the 10. And then that leaves Pepe on the right-hand side. I don't think that Reece Nelson's going to get a game. He's not been involved at all over recent weeks, so there's no chance.
They're looking to loan him out.
I wouldn't have Willian there. And contrary to what some people believe, Pepe was not one of the worst players on Saturday. He actually, wasn't too bad in the second half, and 2 of our best chances were created by Pepe. So if you had to make the choice of Willian or Pepe, then for me it's Pepe all day long.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, the one as well is going to be if Tierney's playing, and there's a lot of talk going around that Tierney's out. Which I think that's a big blow.
My team selection's based on the fact that Tierney's not going to be there, and Saka will go in at left back. Because if Tierney's not there, Saka has to go left back. I know it's not ideal, but I would rather a natural left-sided player play there. And the system that we play, when he pushes forward, Xhaka drops to the left-hand side out of the midfield. And I feel that he's got the license to be able to do that with the protection of Thomas Partey in there. So it gives us natural balance. It's not ideal because Saka's been playing so well on the right, but given the situation and the recent performances of players that are fielding on that left side, that's what I would go with, natural balance.
Well, if Pepe is in there tonight, he has to perform. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm getting fed up now with these guys and people making excuses for poor performances by these players. This is, he owes all of us, in particular the manager and his teammates, a performance after, the weekend.
Yeah, do you know what? There's a lot of players that owe the manager a lot of things because he's in the firing line for giving so many of these players a chance, and they keep, letting him down. And at the end of the day, I'm kind of where you are in that respect now, Robbie, that how long do you keep saying, let's give him time, let's give him time? He should have adapted to the Premier League now. He should be feeling comfortable. Look at his performances toward the last season. They were so good to the point where we were all really excited about Pepe this season because it looked like he had adjusted and, really started to suit the way that Mikel wanted us to play and everything else. And we were like, right, now we can really see Nicola Pepe next season. And we just haven't. He's regressed. He's gone backwards. And I don't know whether that's because of the form and the system that we've been playing up until recent. Who knows? But for the money we paid, look, one thing I want to stress and make people realise is that Pepe never asked to cost £72 million.
Facts.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So we need to stop putting the price tag.
But you got to be.
We never asked for him to play so rubbish either.
But at the end of the day, Robbie, the reason why he had the price tag of £72 million is because of how well he was doing in France and because of what he could do. And let's be honest, we weren't the only team in for Nicola Pepe. We've all seen the videos of fans from all different clubs talking about Pepe and how much they want him, etc., etc. We never know within football. You could pay £72 million for a player and he doesn't work. You could pay £5 million for a player and he does work. Chelsea have paid nearly £100 million for Kai Havertz. He's one of the reasons why their manager got sacked. because he's not hit the ground running and performing, etc. So, and that's the other thing as well. And I've seen a lot, and I want to use this opportunity just to say it as well. I see a lot of people comparing Arsenal and Chelsea and everything else. They're completely uncomparable. And the one thing that frustrates me...
Anyway, wait, 1 second. Let me just pause you because I've got the team. I've got the team. Let me do the team.
No, put the team for a minute.
No, I want to do the team. Right, I want to do the team, right? So let me get the team out, right? So it's
Ryan in goal.
Leno in goal. Not Ryan in goal. Leno in goal. Bellerin, David Luiz, Rob Holding and Cedric. Granit Xhaka, Thomas Partey in from the start. Saka, Smith Rowe, Pepe and Lacazette. That is the team. That's no Tierney in there. Obviously no Aubameyang.
Martinelli.
No Martinelli in from the start either. On the bench is Ryan, Gabriel, Callum Chambers, Maitland-Niles, El Neni, Willock, Willian, Martinelli and Eddie Nketiah.
Okay.
Get your reaction on that team straight away.
I'd say apart from the left-back position, that's pretty much what we expected. I would have liked Saka to go there. I think that, I don't know, do you know what? I actually think Saka will stay to the right, because if you look at the game against Southampton on Saturday, Pepe spent a lot of the second half on the left, and that's where he put that brilliant ball through for Eddie Nketiah that he missed. So I think that Pepe may well start on the left-hand side, but then saying that, with Cedric there, maybe Saka will start there because then they can double up. Look,
Partey's in from the start, which is good.
It's a stronger team than what was out Saturday. Nobody can moan about this team tonight. Well, some people will still moan, but you know, you can't moan about that team. It's strong.
Okay.
And the only way that we can get over Saturday is by winning tonight and being able to say, you know, we might have lost, but the rest was justified. You go and look at Southampton. They've lost Walker-Peters for the game tonight, as far as I believe.
Yep.
So one of the reasons for that was because he was unable to be rested for Saturday because of the injury, you know, list that they've had.
I've got their team, by the way. So McCarthy, Valerie, Jack Stevens, Bednarek, Jake Vokins, Diallo, Ward-Prowse, Armstrong, Walcott, Danny Ings, and Shay Evans. So you're right.
Yeah.
They have lost
both fullbacks.
They've got both fullbacks missing. We know that one was suspended.
Bertram was suspended.
Bertram's suspended. But
But the whole Walker-Peters thing, apparently the day after the game, went in for light training, felt his calf straight away. Now he's probably a player that the manager would like to have rested on Saturday. But because of their injury list that they've got, they couldn't. They haven't got the luxury of having... You've got to remember, we were bringing in players that cost £72 million. We were bringing in a player that was Chelsea's second best player last season. These ain't kids that we were bringing in. These were seasoned international footballers we were bringing in. And they let the team down. They let the manager down. They let the fans down. So we saw it all over the weekend. Teams were resting players left, right and centre. Man United, Liverpool, 5 players rested each. Have you seen Liverpool's injury crisis at the moment? Yet they're still resting players. And that's why I'm going to go on to the Chelsea as well. Because I saw this whole talk about, Arsenal are lucky that Abramovich ain't the owner of Arsenal because Arteta would have gone. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Really?
If Roman Abramovich was the owner of Arsenal, he would have gave Mikel Arteta the money to go and get the players that he wanted.
Mikel Arteta wouldn't be manager of Arsenal.
Yeah, it's true.
Lee says Mikel Arteta wouldn't be the manager of Arsenal under Abramovich.
Yeah, the Porter son, yeah.
Lampard was their manager. What are you talking about?
Yes, because they had a went back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
No, I'm saying, no, you can't say that because if Abramovich was the owner, he would have gave Mikel Arteta the money to succeed.
Yeah, he would have done.
If Mikel Arteta said, I need a Thomas Partey and I need a Hossim Aouar and I need a right centre-back and a right-back, Roman would have gone, there you go, mate, that's what you need. Then if he would have done the form that he was under,
Off it,
then
out
you
you
could
go.
have said that's sackable.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
no,
That's very true. Very true.
He's not
You know what I
dealing
mean?
with
It's
lungs,
like
is he?
shopping in Waitrose and then we're shopping in Lidl's.
Other shops are available. Now,
That's
DT,
right. Well done,
thanks very
Robbie.
much, DT. We'll catch up with you at half-time. I want to get these guys' reaction on that team now. Let me go to you first, Lee. The team, you happy with that?
Not really.
No?
No.
What are you not happy with?
I'm not happy with Cedric at left back. If I'll be honest, you know what I mean. I think we didn't really not him as an individual. I'm just talking. It didn't balance it up in the last game. You know.
Yeah, but we don't have the problem is we don't have a left back.
No. Well,
apart from Kieran Tierney.
You know, we have to go to the bank for loans. You know what I mean? Like, but. Well, yeah, and you know, listen, Pepe for me today, this is it, because he's...
You said that last
I know, I said that.
You said that on Saturday.
No, I will say...
You did say that on Saturday.
No, I did stick up for Pepe a little bit by saying that he was playing with three of the players around him that were out of form. Now he's got the players like Smith Rowe in there, Lacazette, and Saka, so he hasn't got no excuses tonight. I expect him to put in a performance. Whether he will or he won't, I don't know. But
yeah, Daniel, by the way, says Martinelli should be starting. Is it
I
just
think
me,
so, yeah.
or does Arteta not fancy him?
I
He
don't know
barely
why he
started when Arteta first came in.
Listen, I'm going to say this now. Last season, Aubameyang got sent off, didn't he? 3 games he come in, scored that goal against Chelsea, was brilliant, and then he was dropped. And then it seems now again the reluctance to put him in. So you know, this is what I'm saying about Mikel Arteta. You've got a slight excuse that maybe he's not 100% fit, but if he feels that Pepe is the better option than Martinelli, this is the problem why people are starting to get on his back. You know, this is a manager, by the way, that everybody's all going mad about. Oh, we're getting rid of Mustafi. This is a coach to give him the captaincy. And now everybody's all happy that Mustafi's being thrown out of the team. No one wants him, by the way, so they've had to terminate his contract. But Mikel Arteta wanted to give him a contract and give him the captaincy.
That's for practice.
And give him a new contract.
James, what do you think of the team? And big up Zara, he said, what do you guys think of the Odegaard signing? I think it's going to be a very positive signing once we could do with him tonight.
Yeah, we could.
But what do you think of the team?
I'm okay with it, to be honest. I understand that left-back situation is difficult, and look, the positive of Saka not playing left-back is that we get him on the right wing, which is where he's been doing really well. I think the reason he's played Pepe out on the left is at least you got some sort of left-footed outlet on that side. You got a right-footed left-back in Cedric. At least you got Pepe who can whip a ball in, who can do that kind of Tierney role, but from the left wing. I think that's where we lacked balance against Palace when it was Aubameyang and Maitland-Niles. So it's difficult for him. But if this tells you anything, go get a left back in January.
Well, we've got a week to go, and we're going to need a left back. They're just showing the replay of West Ham going 3-0 up. Was that Souček again?
Craig Dawson.
Was it Dawson?
West Ham are flying, by the way. I don't think
they are.
He's just getting the credit he deserves.
They are going away and winning 3-1 at Palace. That's a great result.
Good result.
They're going to 4th, someone said today.
Yeah.
Yes, this was just.
Funny thing is, right, when I was looking at the table, right, we're a point below Southampton. And a couple of weeks ago, they were 4th as well.
Yes, true.
I remember, they were. So it just goes to show you that if you can go on a little run, you can move up that table.
Very fast.
Today is a vital game, but you're saying you feel good about it.
Yeah, I'm happy. I said until I see what the lineup. I predicted 2-0, but until I see the lineup, that may change. But I'm sticking to my guns. I don't know what it is. I'm confident. I feel Arteta knows what Southampton are going to throw at us today, and the team that we.
Well, we know that they're going to press.
Yep.
They may not be. The pressing may not be as intense as at the weekend because they put a lot into that.
They did.
It's going to be really interesting to see. Emmy says, "Why not have Bellerin on the left? He can't cross anyway."
That's a good point.
I've never really seen a point put like that before. But Ty.
Yes.
What about that? Why not have Bellerin on the left? He can't cross.
I love it.
Well, interesting point. But I'm with Cecil. I'm quite happy. I'm disappointed that there's no Kieran. Obviously, that's a big blow. But it's interesting. I think it's an alright team. I do take the point though about why is Gabriel not starting. I'm disappointed that he's not starting. But it's another chance for Nicholas, isn't it?
Definitely is. Drexel, he was the guy having a go at you the last time, Ty. He's having a go at you again. He says, he goes, can you please have a word with headphones? That's what he seems to call you,
listen, mate, my name is not headphones. I have a name, mate. Okay, I have a name. Okay.
Before kick-off.
These are accessories, all right?
He says he can't listen to you being delusional and
What did he
blaming.
do to switch off then? Isn't it? Switch off.
Can't tell the guy that.
Well, Des, I'm not
He's
saying
saying,
you can't
right?
listen to
He's
me,
saying,
I can't
don't-
listen to you.
Basically, what he's saying is, don't blame the ref tonight.
I blame whoever I want. Okay, I blame whoever I want. And if the referees, if the referee's at fault, just like you are, then I will blame him or her.
I was gonna say, what's the
That
injury?
nickname, no headphones. I mean,
That's class. That's class.
couldn't you have a word with headphones?
The name is Tyrone, mate. Whatever.
headphones?
What is his name? What is his name?
Headphones.
What is his name? What is his name? Pixel.
No, they call him the hat.
Pixel. What's his name? Pixel.
Connor Brown says Pepe went onto the left on Saturday and created our best chance of the game. Which is sort of what James was saying.
Robbie, have you seen? What's the injury? The injury is tight calf. I'm hearing, isn't it, from Tierney?
Yeah.
What's with these players getting tight calf? I think the whole.
I'll tell you what with Kieran Tierney, I'm going to say this about him. If he wore some clothes in training, he may not get all these pulls.
It was out in the snow.
No, but I'm telling you, when I was playing, you made keep your.
You were having a go at players wearing tights and all that the other day.
In games.
He changes his mind, doesn't he? You were having a go the other day. Danny Ceballos.
What do you want to spade?
He's on about Danny Ceballos wearing tights.
No, in a game, what I'm talking about, right? And I'm not being horrible, but he's in there with. The snow's out there, right? It's freezing cold.
Yeah.
Right?
In a t-shirt and shorts.
And he's got a t-shirt and shorts on,
And
flip-flops.
socks.
You know what I mean?
Short
Come
socks.
on, like, you know what I mean? Like, and playing, that is ridiculous. And everybody going, oh, he's a real tough man, isn't he? Like, you know what I mean? He's really tough. He's got calf strain. Put some tights on.
I think
But not in a game.
I get the feeling that had we say this game was the weekend, they probably play it.
We're wrestling for Man United now. We're rotating for Man United now.
Well, it's not a matter of,
last time.
it's not a matter of rotate. I think it's just a matter of.
Eddie's been rotated for Man United. Ladies and gentlemen.
I think it's a matter of don't risk it.
Yes.
If
I think you're right.
So. But it's
Bigger
a
game Saturday, isn't it?
It's a big miss, and this is the thing that
It was a bigger game Tuesday, it's a bigger game Saturday.
It's really annoying for me because just as you get players coming into form,
Yeah.
they're out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Aubameyang scores 2 goals in his last league game. You're thinking, lift off. Now he's out of the team.
The thing is with Tierney, I think he's been outstanding this season, and I think he's been fantastic. But the one negative, the minus from him is that he's a little bit injury prone.
Injury prone, yeah.
So what do? On January the 1st, we sell our backup left back. We sell him.
Well, it's all right as long as we get a left back in. We have to get a left back in now because obviously there's a problem with down that left hand side. Zar saying, I've just noticed that there's no one left-footed player in our back four. It's very unbalanced, which is worrying.
Yeah, it's a good point.
That is another good point, yeah.
When we have left-footed players in there, then we say, we can't play Gabriel and Mari because they're left-footed, but then you've got all right-footed players in there. Obviously we can't play Mari today because of the £1 million. Just want to say that. He's still not available.
He's still out injured.
Stuck on 9 games.
He's still out injured. So let me just once again remind people about the team. It's Leno in goal, Bellerin, David Luiz, Holding, Cedric, who looks like he's going to be playing on the left-hand side. Xhaka, Partey is in from the start. Saka, Smith Rowe is in. Pepe and Lacazette. On paper, you look at that and you say, that's a good... I mean, on paper, when you look up front for that team, you think, wow. If you just looked on paper and no games have been played yet at the start of the season, you'd be like, Pepe...
We'll be top 4.
Pepe, Lacazette, Saka up front.
Wow.
Right? Partey in the middle of the field. You think, geez, that's a team.
Yeah, on paper.
Yeah. So, these guys have got to step up
Listen,
tonight.
I'm going to put saying now, on paper it's better than this West Ham team, but there they are in 4th.
Tell them.
So it's not just about players. It's about setting up a system, manager getting it right. David Moyes has got it right with players not as good as what Mikel Arteta has got at his disposal.
And the starting 11 for Southampton is McCarthy, Vokins, Valerie, Bednarek, Stevens, Diallo, Walcott, Armstrong, Ward-Prowse, Adams and Danny Ings. The game kicks off at 8:15. Make sure you tune into the watch along live here on AFTV. We're going to be watching along to the game. Just before we shut off this, let me get the predictions. Ty.
Well,
Headphones.
Pixel.
Don't mention Thailand. What just say headphones?
What's his name? Pixel. He's got a name. He's got a name.
Headphones. Just predict the score.
Headphones was the score. Headphones.
No, because you know that gets started when it goes back.
Headphones was the score.
Headphones. What's the score?
What's his name? Pixel. He's got.
Come on, give me your prediction.
There's a show named after him.
Prediction.
Well, what is it? Cecil's stolen my thunder. So, but as usual, I'll go for 2-0 to us.
2-0.
Yep.
James.
1-1.
Ooh,
Okay.
you think it'll be a draw?
Yeah. I'm going to start calling you Budgie sitting on the fence.
Budgie.
Lee.
4-0.
To who? To us, yeah?
You mean serious?
Yeah, headphones. I'm not going for them in my life. 4-0 to the Arsenal, I'm telling you.
4-0.
I am going 4-0.
He's got
4-0.
I like that. No,
We
I like
are
that.
all fresh and ready to go. They're all tired and jaded. 4-0 to the Arsenal.
Come on,
3-0 at half time.
Okay.
End of.
I like that energy. No, that's what we need that in here. We need that.
Lee's been drinking that white rum over here.
Obviously, other things are available.
2-0. I'm going to go. I'm going for a fence sitting 2-1. I think we'll get the result today. What do you guys think? Don't forget to join us back. We'll be back at 8 o'clock for the watch along. Kick off at 8:15.
Peace.